Hi, everyone. My name is Yulini Persaud, and I'm currently a professor at Monroe College's School of Information Technology. I've been in the technology and cybersecurity space for the past 7 years. I hold a bachelor's in computer networks and cybersecurity from Monroe College and a master's in information security policy and management with a focus in cyber forensics and incident response from Carnegie Mellon University. Today, of course, we're focusing on ransomware response and recovery. To me, response and recovery mean two different things. Response means what you're doing to contain and reduce the impact of an attack immediately after it occurs. Recovery, on the other hand, means completely mitigating that attack and bringing the organization back to a fully operational state. Ideally, a company should be prepared before a ransomware attack hits. A lot of the steps that we're going to be discussing today have quite a bit of prerequisite work that needs to be done ahead of time. Remember that there's quite a few steps that an attacker has to get right before actually infecting a company network with ransomware, which most likely will include sending a phishing email to someone at your organization, usually trying to get them to download or execute a malicious file. That will then give the attacker access to your computer and potentially your network infrastructure. Their goal at the end of the day is to encrypt all of your files and get you to pay a ransom. And once your files are encrypted, there's going to be no way to access them. So let's start with response. So as for how we're going to respond to a ransomware attack, we want to focus on a few different things here. The very first thing that you should do is to contain those known infected computers by taking them off of your network. Don't reboot them, don't shut them down, don't delete files. You just want to disconnect them from the network. So this means you're going to isolate them from your infrastructure. You don't want any more damage to be done to that computer or the rest of your network. The second piece here is bringing in your cybersecurity team or external cybersecurity consultants to perform forensic analysis and potentially aid you in recovering your data. The objective here is really to discover the root cause of the ransomware attack and try to figure out the motive, means, and opportunity that the attacker leveraged to get into your network. Once they determine what data has been impacted or touched by attackers, the organization can use this to figure out whether or not they have to disclose this breach of data to law enforcement. So this is what response looks like. Now let's move along to recovery. So as for how we're going to recover from this attack, your very first line of defense here is restoring your systems from backup. So this means pulling from your offsite, remote, or cloud backups. You're doing this so you can restore your system to its last known good configuration. Of course, you have to have these backups already prepared before the attack happens. The second piece of recovery is that in rare cases, depending on the sophistication of the ransomware that's leveraged in the attack, a decryption key may actually be freely available online, or a malware scan can actually clean out certain strains of ransomware. However, if you do not have backups or you're unable to decrypt your files, your organization may actually have to consider the harsh reality of either paying the ransom, which can potentially be a federal offense, doesn't mean that your files will come back, and it's at the organization's own risk. So between paying that ransom or potentially losing their data. With that, let's talk about how you can prepare for a ransomware attack before it happens to you. So constructing a playbook with response steps will help your organization know ahead of time how to deal with a ransomware attack if it were to occur. The second piece here involves a lot of different steps. So this is creating a defense in-depth security strategy for your organization. First thing here is making sure that you have backups in place and making sure those backups are secured. So keeping them off-site in a secure location, maybe potentially in cloud infrastructure, and ensuring that those backups are tested on a regular basis. Other pieces of this look like having regular end user training to keep your employees from clicking on or downloading suspicious files, having an endpoint detection and response system in place on your computers to catch attacks in their early stages, potentially investing in cybersecurity insurance, and figuring out which external consultants you're going to hire to help you respond in the case of a cybersecurity incident like ransomware. With that, thank you so much for your time. Please do feel free to reach out to me with any follow-up questions or if you'd like to chat further.